Okay.
So right now here you can see here, if you're going for database, so database is not available. Okay, you can see your database is not available. So right now in project panel already 4 dependency already installed. If you want to install any type of dependency directly, you can go to the all package and you can go for this UiPath dot sorry UiPath dot database. Okay, so if your internet is working fine, you are able to install. Without internet it's not possible to install. So one time required internet, but after that, if you're going to install, if you are going to automate the PDF, if you're going to automate the notepad, if you're going to automate this Excel sheet, if you're going to automate the database, so there also whatever the system whatever the things is working fine, so their internet is not required. But especially for your package, especially for these things, required to install the dependency. Okay, so 30 seconds. Okay, so my system is very fine. You can see here within 30 seconds of time we are able to install. Okay, so right now if you go to activity panel and if you go here and if you search this database, okay, so automatically all the activity proper you'll get. Okay, so all activity I'm getting from database. Okay, so this is the project panel and this is the activity panel. Okay, right now you can see your home design demo. This is called interface, and especially in design part we create all the program. Okay, so right now first I'm going to show you how to add two number. Okay, so simple program will do the basic program will start first. So right now you can see your 28 January basic program. This is the project name and this is the dependency. You can see here 5 dependency we have, and based on your dependency we have all activity you can see here. Okay, so right now we have a 5 dependency, it's working fine. So right now what we'll do, we have to start one process. Okay, so whenever you create any type of project, automatically we'll get the main.xml file. Okay, so main.xml file is especially for unattended bot. Okay, so there are 2 types of bot in UiPath. One is attended bot and second one is unattended bot. Okay, right now we are working on the attended bot. This is called front end bot and this is very cheap. Okay, cheap means $7,000 to $8,000 you have to pay for this software. I'm using this community version, but if you go for production, if you go for client environment, they will provide you the enterprise edition. Okay, so main especially they have provided for the unattended bot, but right now you can use for the attended bot also. Okay, so by default when you create any type of project, automatically you'll get the main.xml file. Okay, if you ask me can I create new by myself, yes, definitely you can create. So there is a new option we are getting, and here you are able to create the sequence and flowchart. Okay, so right now I'm creating this flowchart. Here by default, if you click on create, automatically it will create flowchart. Okay, automatically it will create as a flowchart. Right, if you create the new one also, if you click on sequence or flowchart, so automatically it will create as a flowchart 1. Okay, but try to understand, suppose if you are working in any company and here we want to define the company name. Okay, company name means like this, suppose that I want to create on daily basis any type of project in type of daily basis. So here inside this project we can create daily one folder. Okay, so folder I can give here, so I can pass here UiPath 28th August basic program. Okay, so I've given the things, so depend on these things you can pass all the data and you can create the folder. Okay, so this is the benefit of folder, like that you are able to understand on 28th of August we have printed the basic program. Okay, so tomorrow if you're going to start, you can pass this 29, 30, 31. So like this feature they provide after 2020, that was not in 2017, 16, 18, 19. So after 2020 they provide the folder part. Okay, right now what I will do, inside this part I will create one ad and I will go for the flowchart and sequence. Okay, I will tell you what is the sequence of flowchart. Right now I'm going for the flowchart. Okay, flowchart is a type of subprocess, nothing but this is the type of subprocess. Right now I'm giving add multiplication and subtraction. Okay, so right now I have given the name, this is called add multiplication and subtraction. So this is the flowchart, this is a type of workflow where we have created the flowchart. Okay, right now what we'll do, we have to add 2 numbers. Okay, we have to add 2 numbers. Simple, we'll go for activity. So what you do on the paper, you assign some value. Okay, so you assign some value, a equal to 2, b equal to 4. So same like that here we have to assign the data. Okay, so this is the very meaningful activity you can see here. Proper, they provide the proper like that activity name, like that assign. Okay, so proper, this is the activity. Assign activity is specifically for assigning some value. Okay, so try to understand, this is software bot, and in software world or any Java programming language also we use variable. Okay, why to use variable? Variable is especially used for the storing the data. Okay, So data will be any type data, like your string data, integer 1, 2, 3, 4, decimal 1.2. Okay, any type of data table, decimal, multiple things, multiple type of data type you can get here. Okay. So what we have to do right now, we have to add two numbers. Okay. So add two numbers. So what we'll do there, you can see here we have a variables panel. Okay. So variables panel we have what you have to do. One thing also I will tell you, whenever you take the first activity, we'll get the this type of error. Okay. If you delete this activity, okay, and if you go to variables panel, you will get select an activity to set the variable scope. Means it's saying if you don't have any activity, you are not able to start the automation. So by default, you have to take at least one activity to start your project. You can see here the clear select an activity to set a variable scope. Means it's saying, so in Java, if you go, there is a public and private, multiple things is there. So there is a public and private global variable, okay, and private variable. So same thing it's saying, set an activity to set variable scope. Means without activity, we cannot start the project. So activity is very important thing. Without activity, nothing possible inside this UiPath also, Blueprint also, automation also. Okay. So in different tool, there are different name stages, and your in automation that is called command, in Blueprint that is called your stages. Okay. So right now we have taken this activity, and right now I am able to create the variable. Okay. So here you can see here this is a create variable type like the string integer, and scope is nothing but your public and private. Public means suppose that I have created one body. Okay. So that variable is specifically for that body. Right now, if you click on create variable, automatically we can get variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, variable 4. Okay. Automatically it will create. Okay. So if you click simple, we are able to create. Okay. Right now I want to create the variable name called a. Okay. So I have created the variable called a, and here I can define as a integer. Okay. So by default we have a integer data. Okay. And here integer not required any double quotes. Directly I can pass 10. Okay. 10. And here again I'll create one variable that is called b. Okay. So here I'll create as a b. The same thing here I'll go for integer, that is the integer variable, and here I'll pass as a 5. Okay. 10 plus 5. Okay. So here we have to add two numbers, and here I'll go for add. Okay. And also I'll give as a integer 30. Okay. Suppose that if you're working any project and there are multiple variables, I think right now you can see your 7 to 8, but if you are using any project, definitely you can create more than 20, more than 30, more than 50 also. So you can create multiple variable, but if not required, if I'm not able to use, I have not assigned somewhere, so definitely you can remove also. Okay. So UiPath provide that type of things also. I will show you right now. So here I'm passing assign activity left side add equal to a plus b. Okay. So here I'll pass a, simple a, and operator is your plus operator, and here I'll pass b. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to add two number a plus b. Okay. After that, what I want to do, I want to display through message box. I will go for message box, and simple I will display on console. Okay. So I'll go for this thing. I'll go like this message box, and I will connect like this. So after message box also I will take the right line. Okay. Right line, why? Because it can display the data in your output panel. Okay. So in message box, what I will do here, I'll go for that part, and here I'll go for add. Okay. So here I cannot pass the add directly because add your integer data, and integer we cannot display in message box. So right now it will not showing error, but if I'll go for right line, definitely you'll get the error. Okay. So always if your variable type is not a string, so directly you cannot pass. Okay. So there we'll get this problem. You can see here this error. So right now I'll pass dot to string. Okay. So right now you can see your add equal to a plus b. Already we have used this 3 variable, but apart from your 3 variable, every variable is not in use. There is an option remove unused. Automatically if you click on variables, so you can see here. Okay. So what happened, you can see here already we have removed all the things. This is a very good features they have given in 2020 version, like that if you are using any type of project, you are working in any project, and multiple variables you have already created. Okay. Sometimes what happens, sometimes you create the new variable, sometimes you create the old variable. So but whatever the variable required, only use that variable, otherwise UiPath automatically delete. Okay. So right now what I will want to do, I want to display this part into right line. So right line is specifically for displaying the data into output panel. Okay. After that, what I want to do, I want to write the data into one text file. Okay. So that's why here I am taking this write text file. Okay. simple write text file. So if you go to write text file, it asks what you want to write and where you want to write. Okay, this is a very simple thing. Okay, so add equal to a plus b, a plus b. So a equal to your, I think, 10 and 5. So your display will be 15. Okay, so if you come to the message box, I pass this add dot to string. Let me show you. So let me, okay, so right now write text file I'm going to do the disable. Disable means right now I'm not going to use, but after 5 minutes, after 1 day, I will use. Okay, so why I'm going to disable, I will tell you. So I have done the comment out. Comment out means right now it's not working, but after 1 hour, after 1 day, I can again enable. Okay, right now I'm going to run this program. Okay, before running this program, every time please press Control S for save. Already I've saved, so that's why I'm not getting the star. I will show you again. Run files. Okay, so run. What you get, you will get the things called, what I will get, 10 plus 5 equal to 15. Okay, so 10 plus 5 equal to, we are getting the 15. Okay, but try to understand, if you go to output panel, we are getting 15. Okay, but if you want to show the proper, what is 15, I don't know 15. Okay, so we can pass this reference like that, addition equal to add plus twisting. Okay, so if you are going to use any type of variable, in variable double quote is not required, directly you can pass this variable. But if you're going to pass any hard coded data means only valid till activity. Okay, if you pass in different activity, so only whatever the value you're going to pass, only it will work till part. Okay, I will tell you what is this shortcut. Okay, so here if I'll pass addition equal to, okay, addition equal to add dot to string. Okay, and here addition dot to string, the same thing I'll pass in your right line also, and write text file also I will enable, and I will go for that part. Okay, so in right line also I'll pass, because if you can show addition equal to 15. Okay, and here I'll go for comment out, and right now I'm going to enable. Okay, so enable means right now I'm going to enable, so it will also work. It will throw you error, like that error, like that this error message, and here I'll pass add equal to add dot to string. Where you want to save, I want to save in my folder, that is the 28th of August, today we created, and here I'll create one folder. Okay, so that is the best practice in UiPath input folder. If you go for RE framework, so there you will same thing you'll get, and here I'll give the things called add only same. Okay, so right now you can see here we are getting this star. Star is nothing but, till now it's showing whatever the program, whatever the things you've already added, regression, whatever you've done, that is not saved yet. Please try to save. Okay, so Control S is your shortcut to save, and right now I'll try to go for run file. Okay, so what will happen, it will create the data into that part. It will create the data into addition equal to 15, previous was a 15 was variable, but addition equal to, that is the hard coded I have added to display proper. Okay, so right now if you come to my output panel, so output panel you can see here addition equal to 15, and this project we have completed in 11 seconds of time. Okay, so within 11 seconds of time we are able to automate this process, and it's working fine. And if you want to open the project, you can go to the project panel, you can go to the file explorer, and in file explorer you can go to the UiPath this part, like that input folder, and input folder there you add, always check the output file with date and time. Okay, so right now recently I've done 1926 7:26 p.m. and right now I will go for open, and I'll go for open this part. Okay, so here, sorry, so here is the data, open with notepad. Okay, I'll go for notepad, and here I'll go for this thing. We are getting the proper addition equal to 15. Okay, right now we have done the addition, but try to understand, right now if required one data, that's fine, we have done add equal to a plus I, but required more than 10, addition, multiplication, subtraction, divide, multiple things, then what we'll do, I will tell you. Okay, right now whatever the data you can see here, I passed 10 and 5, that is fixed, that is I have defined as a fixed, that is the static data. But if you want to create as a dynamic, how it's possible, so dynamic also possible. Dynamic means right now I want to pass 150, also fine. Tomorrow, right now after second execution I want to pass 1500, third execution I want to pass 5 plus 2. So everything it's possible in UiPath. How we can do, I will tell you. Okay, so for everything in UiPath we have activity that I will pass as a input dialog box. Okay, input dialog box is especially for taking the data from user. Okay, so it will take one data, but wherever we do the security part, credential, like that web-based automation, so there I will tell you how to get the dynamic data. Okay. So right now, what I'll do, we have to take the data. Okay. So what type of data? We have to take this data like that A and B. So here I will take this data from user. Okay. User means we are user. Okay. We can define any type data like the 10, 15, 5, whatever you want. We can pass this data. Okay. So whenever we take the data from a user, always will take two data because you can see here A plus B. Okay. So input dialog box like that, it will, if you run this program, so if you want to connect with the start, there is a state start node, especially for one activity. If you run this program, only I'm talking about input dialog box, simple one box will open. Okay. So in box, you can pass the data like that, hi or hello, how are you? Anything you can pass the data. You can see here everything we are getting blank. Okay. So if I'll pass anything, it will not perform because I have not connected any activity. So right now, input dialog box is the activity, especially for taking the data from user and storing one variable. Okay. So one variable means here, if I can create the multiple variable, but try to understand the one thing here, my all the code, all the logic is written A plus B. Okay. So here what I will do in input dialog box, I'll pass the same variable, that is the A. So A it will take, and again I will take one activity, that is the input dialog box. Okay. So input dialog box is especially for the second variable. This is the second variable. So second variable for B part. Okay. It's very clear. Second variable for the B part. Okay. So here we can pass this part A and your B part. Okay. So I can connect with B part. Okay. And again I will connect with this part. Okay. So what will happen? It will take the data from this part and you can pass the data and you can go for that. Okay. So input dialog box by default it's blank, but if you are working any project, depend on your requirement, depend your project, you can pass the data like that. In input dialog box, it's asking the dialog title and your input label. I can pass guessing game, anything we can pass. Okay. So here I am passing guessing game. Please provide first number. Okay. So here I am passing. Please provide the first number. Okay. So proper it will come. Okay. And right now here in second part, in second input dialog box, I'll go there and I'll pass. We will pass this variable. So variable is your B. Let me check once again. So integer. So let me go there and I will let me pass. So I'll pass this B. So in this part also I'll go here and I'll try to pass like that guessing game. Okay. And here I'll pass this thing in double quote. Please provide second number. Okay. So we can pass second number. Okay. So right now I'll try to automate this part and I can, so go for save, always try to control it and go for run file. Okay. So like this way, we can pass the data dynamically. Dynamically means right now I want to pass like that I can pass 80. Okay. 80 and plus. Okay. So I want to pass a second number I want to pass 20. So 80 plus 20 equal to 100. You can see here we are getting the addition equal to 100. Okay. And right now it's working fine. If you go to our panel, we are getting proper addition equal to 100. So right now it's working fine. If you go to my notepad, that is also faded. So directly go to the project and directly go to the file explorer and directly you can go for this part into this input folder, and in input folder we can go for add, and here if you open 931, so you can go for open with and you're able to open. Okay, that's fine. But try to understand here what you have to do right now. We have to pass the multiple things. You have to do the multiple things like it. Right now we have done the addition. I want to do the multiplication. I want to do the subtraction. So how it's possible? So try to understand previous 2019 in 2018. So multiple assign activity was not, it was not available. Okay, in this part, multiple assign activity was not available in the UI path. Right now it's available. Okay. So previous what we do, we take the multiple assign activity like this way, one by one, like that proper, like that we'll take add, multiply, subtraction, we do. Okay. Right now what we can do here, using one activity, we can do the multiple things. Multiple things means I will not use right now assign activity. What I will use, I will use the multiple action activity. I can show you how to go for in through one activity, how we can do the multiple things. Right now, I will show you. Okay. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to disable. If you use, I will share this program also to everyone. You can use this activity. Right now, instead of using assign, I will use the multiple assign activity. Okay. So multiple means in the same activity, you are able to do all the things. All the things means we can use this operator like this plus. We are able to use the operator minus. We are able to use the operator called divide. So multiple things it's possible to do right now. Okay. I'll go here in and here I'll pass add equal to a. So here we can see here we are getting. So here we'll create this variable add equal to a and plus b. Okay, we are getting add a equal to b. Here what I will do, here I'll create this subtraction. Here I'll create this multiply, and every time we'll try to change this variable type. Variable type means I can go for integer, I can go for this also integer, and here I'll go for passing this thing add multiply, and here we'll go for subtraction. Okay, so we will go for the subtraction, and in multiply we'll only change your operator, will use the star for your multiply, and we'll go for this part. Okay, here we'll go for a minus b. Okay, so a minus simple b. Okay, so try to understand, if you pass everything in one message box, definitely what you do, whenever I start the development, I use the multiple message box to display the multiple things. So whenever you are fresher, you don't know the multiple things, so here you can take the multiple message box and you can display. But in the same message box also, so here this is a message box. Every activity, if you go to the right side, this is called properties panel. Okay, properties properties nothing but your setting of activity. Okay, so if you write the code of Java, so you write the thread.sleep, in parentheses you write the your like that how many seconds you want to thread, like the 5,000. Okay, here every activity you do is on the front end, you have to write all things here, but all activity setting will do from properties panel. Okay, so right now what I want to display, I want to display addition equal to add plus to string, and same thing I will copy. Okay, very simple things. And plus again what I want to do, I want to display what I want to display multiplication. Okay, it's very simple. I'll delete all things, and here I'll pass multiplication. Okay, so here I'll pass, and try to understand, in double quote whatever written it will display a hard code, but here I will give the space. Okay, so in space I can pass and multiplication equal to, and here I will change the variable. It's very simple to understand. If you do the practice, it's very simple to understand the syntax of these things. And again I can pass and double quote. Okay, so in double quote simple like that, and here I can pass subtraction equal to, and here I'll go for plus sign, and here I'll go for this things control space, and I'll go for subtraction dot to string. Okay, so it's very easy to understand. There's only you have to understand what is the syntax. Always double quote you can pass this hard coded, always variable without double quote you can go for okay button. Okay, so here we can pass and multiplication and subtraction equal to this to put. Okay, so if we have changed this message box, automatically what I will do, I'll pass all the data into right line also, and we can pass this data into right text file also. Control A, Control C, and every data I will change. So according to my data, according to my syntax, everything it will work fine. Okay, so right now I will delete and I will pass the previous one. Okay, Control B and go for okay. In right text file also I will come here and I will change the data like that. We can pass the things. Okay, right now I will try to run this program. Okay, so here we can pass in things like that 150, 2010, any type of data we can take from here. Okay, so please provide the first number. We can take any data. I'm taking 200. Okay, so I can pass this 200, and the second data I want to take 100. Okay, so 200 plus 100 equal to 300, your 20,000 and 100. Okay, so that's the result. Addition equal to 300, multiplication equal to 20,000, and subtraction equal to 1,000. Okay, so like this way we are able to display data. And if you come to my output panel, here we are getting this part. Okay, addition equal to 300, multiplication equal to 2,000, and subtraction equal to this, what I can say 100. Okay, if you go to my project panel and if you go to my file explorer and if you go to my input folder, every time we are getting this new file. And if you go to my add this part, 1937 is the time right now time, and if you go for open with, so there you are able to go for notepad and you are able to go for open. You can see here the proper data you have written. You have multiple data there, you are able to write the proper data. So if you're getting the data from somewhere, from client, from directly we are getting some data, and you want to pass this data into Excel sheet, you want to write the data into Word, you want to write in data in notepad, everything through using bot, automatically you are able to write all the data, and you are able to save also current data type, everything you are able to create. Okay guys, one thing also I will tell you. So whenever you run this program, automatically we are interacting with user, that is called user action center. Okay, so here input dialog box rarely we use in the project, but right in this sense this is the one thing, this is called message box. Okay, so I will not recommend you to use the message box, because message box okay button is not possible to automate. So that's why we are using this right line. Okay, that's why we are using this right line. Okay, so always try to disable this message box, and always check the your output from output panel. Okay, so directly you can say these things from here. Okay, go for save and go for run this program. Okay, right now I will take your another number like that, 150 20 10, any type of things I can take in number. Okay, right now I'm taking this 30, and I will take the second data, that is the 10. Okay, 30 plus 10 equal to 40, 30 minus 10 equal to 20, and 30 300 will get. Okay, whatever. Let me pass again. Yes. So let me pass this another data and we'll go further. Okay. So today we have learned how to add two numbers, and it's working fine. It's working for your message box. It's working for your notepad. Everything, guys, it's working fine. Okay. So everything, if you go to our panel, it's working fine, guys. I created this meeting especially for 50 minutes. Right now it's already completed. So guys, everyone, please join with same meeting. Okay. So please click on the same link after expiration, and after that we'll go for the second program. Okay, so this program it's working fine in your output and also right line, your right text file, everything is working fine. And today we have learned this addition, multiplication, and subtraction through multiple SN activity and input dialog box. Right now it's working fine in your UiPath Studio, and in proper one flowchart, that name we have done is